All right, so today we're diving deep into whole life insurance benefits. Got a ton of research here, and insurance isn't always the most exciting topic. But I think we can find some interesting stuff here about how whole life insurance can work for you.
Yeah, I think what's interesting here is that whole life insurance is designed to cover you for your entire life.
Yeah.
Unlike term life insurance, which is only for a specific period, so that's where the whole life comes in.
Okay, so that means that as long as you're keeping up with those premium payments, your loved ones are guaranteed to get a payout no matter when you pass away. That's got to be a huge...
Yeah, peace of mind.
Exactly. It takes away that worry about your coverage ending when you need it most. And actually, one of the sources you've given me here tackles the question that I think a lot of people have, which is permanent life insurance worth it?
Yeah, that's a big commitment. So what makes whole life insurance stand out from other financial options? Well, if you kind of think about it in the bigger picture of your financial planning, whole life insurance can offer some unique advantages. One of the most practical benefits is covering those final expenses. Funeral costs, any outstanding debts you might have, even taxes. Your family doesn't have to deal with all of that on top of their grief.
Yeah, nobody wants to leave their family with a financial mess.
Yeah.
Especially during a difficult time.
Exactly. And beyond just covering those costs, whole life insurance can actually help you build a legacy for your loved ones. You can create an inheritance that you know will be there. And in some cases, it can even be a more reliable way to build wealth compared to some investments.
So not just a safety net, it's a way to create something that will last.
Exactly. And then another thing that I think people often overlook is the ability to support charitable causes. You can actually designate a charity or a cause you care about as a beneficiary on your policy.
Oh, wow. So even after you're gone, you can continue to make a difference in the world. That's great.
Exactly. It's like extending your impact beyond your lifetime. And you know what's even more interesting is there's some benefits that people don't even realize come with whole life insurance.
Ooh, I love that. Hidden gems. Tell me more.
Well, one of the sources you have highlights this thing called cash surrender value after a certain point. And I think in this case, they say the 5th year of your policy, you can actually get some of the money you've paid in premiums back.
Wait a minute. You get money back from a life insurance policy. I thought it was just about paying out when you're gone.
Yeah, it's like this built-in savings component. So it's there if you need it, like for an unexpected expense or to supplement your retirement income later. It just gives you more flexibility.
Okay, see, this is why we do these deep dives. I had no idea. What else is there?
Another thing is this concept called reduced paid-up insurance. And this one is after a certain period, I think they say the 8th year, you can choose to stop paying premiums altogether. But you still have some coverage.
Hold on. So you can stop paying, but you're still protected.
Yes, but the amount of coverage will be lower. But it's still valuable, especially as you get older and don't want to pay those premiums anymore.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. This is way more interesting than I thought it would be. What's the last hidden gem here?
Well, the third thing that really stood out to me was that you can customize your coverage with what are called riders. They're like additional layers of protection. You can add things like critical illness coverage or long-term care protection.
So it's like you're building your own personalized safety net.
Exactly. You're tailoring the policy to fit your own needs.
Yeah, I like that. And speaking of personalized plans, I'm seeing here that there are a lot of optional riders. Things like coverage for accidents or disability.
It seems like the possibilities are pretty extensive. And what's really cool is whole life insurance can go beyond just financial protection. Some policies even include things called assistance services.
Assistance services. Okay, what's
So imagine this. You have access to a nurse advice hotline 24/7, so you can call anytime and get expert medical advice.
Wow, that's super convenient. Especially late at night when you're not sure if you should go to the ER.
Exactly. And another one is access to second medical opinions. So if you've been diagnosed with something and want another expert to take a look, some policies can connect you with specialists to get an independent assessment.
Oh, wow. That could be really helpful to help you make those tough decisions.
And it doesn't even stop there. Some policies will even help you with daily living activities if you become dependent due to age or illness or an accident.
Okay, you've totally changed how I think about whole life insurance.
I think what's interesting about it is that it's not just about planning for what happens after you're gone. It's about providing support and peace of mind while you're still living.
I love that. It's like it's not about death. It's about living life to the fullest and knowing you've got a safety net.
And speaking of safety nets, one of the sources mentions this benefit for people with multiple types of insurance called a multi-coverage discount.
Oh, tell me about discounts.
If you bundle your different insurance policies together with the same provider, you could get a discount on your premiums.
Oh, so it pays to be proactive about your protection. I like that.
Right, it's about making smart choices that align with your values and priorities. And whole life insurance, with all its features and benefits, can help you achieve that goal.
It sounds like it can be a key piece of the financial puzzle.
Mm.
And, I'm looking through this research and something else caught my eye. One of the sources talks about participating whole life insurance. What does that mean? Like, are you more involved or something?
That's a great question. Participating whole life insurance is a specific type of policy that offers an additional benefit on top of the regular benefits.
Dividend.
Dividends, like with stocks.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
The insurance company shares a portion of its profits with the policyholders. And you have options for what you can do with those dividends. You can get them as cash, use them to lower your future premiums, or even reinvest them to grow your policy's cash value.
Wow, so my life insurance could actually make money. Yeah, it's like a little investment vehicle within your policy.
I see why they call it participating then. You're participating in the company's success.
Exactly. It's a way to potentially see your policy grow over time.
So we've talked about covering final expenses, building an inheritance,
Yeah.
supporting charities, even getting money back or reducing premiums. Are there any other ways whole life insurance can be used to build a solid financial strategy?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is using it to supplement your retirement income. Remember that cash value we talked about? Well, that grows over time, and you can access it through loans or withdrawals. So it could be a source of funds during your retirement.
So it's not just about protecting your family after you're gone. It can actually help you during your golden years, too.
That's right.
So for our listener out there going through all this research with us, what's the main thing to keep in mind about whole life insurance?
I think the main takeaway is that it's more than just a death benefit. It's a versatile financial tool that can be customized to meet your own needs and goals, whether it's protecting your loved ones, building wealth, supporting causes you care about, or planning for your own future.
It's not just about one thing. It's about weaving it into a holistic plan for your life.
Exactly. And with any financial decision, it's important to do your research, understand the options, and find a policy that works for your situation. It's about having options and flexibility.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds like there's a lot to think about with whole life insurance. So for someone who's listening, and maybe they're going through all this research with us, what's the most important thing to keep in mind?
I think the big takeaway is that whole life insurance is more than just a death benefit. It's a versatile financial tool. You can really customize it to meet your own individual needs and goals, whether that's protecting your family or building wealth or even supporting causes that you care about, or planning for your own future.
It's not just about one thing. It's about making it a part of your whole life plan.
Exactly. And as with any financial decision, it's really important to do your research. Understand all the features and different options out there, and find a policy that really aligns with your own personal circumstances.
It's like having a financial Swiss Army knife. There's something there for pretty much every situation. But I think what's really stood out to me is that whole life insurance is about so much more than just a payout when you're gone. It's about living your life to the fullest, knowing you have a safety net and a plan for the future.
It's empowering.
Absolutely. So to our listener out there who's been diving deep into this topic with us, we encourage you to keep exploring. See if whole life insurance could be a good fit for you.
Yeah, remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to finances. What matters is finding what works for you.
And even if whole life insurance isn't the right fit right now, just knowing about all these benefits and options is a huge plus. Knowledge is power.
Exactly. The more you know, the better decisions you can make about your future.
And that's what the deep dive is all about, giving you the knowledge you need to navigate these complex topics. So until next time, keep those curious minds engaged. And remember, there's always something new to learn, even in the most unexpected places.
Yeah, it can help you make better choices.
It's like giving you the tools to build your own financial house. So to wrap things up for our listeners today, what's the one thing you want them to remember about whole life insurance?
You know, I think it's that whole life insurance can be a part of a really well-rounded financial plan. It's not just about what happens when you pass away. It can give you some peace of mind while you're still alive.
It's like a safety net that you can actually use while you're still walking the tightrope.
Exactly.
So if you're out there and thinking about whole life insurance, definitely do your research, talk to a financial advisor, and see if it makes sense for you.
Yeah, because everyone's situation is different.
Exactly. But no matter what, I think we can all agree
that taking control of your finances is important, and that's what the deep dive is all about, giving you the information you need to make those smart choices. So until next time, keep on learning.